Winston Churchill, a name synonymous with courage, resilience, and unwavering resolve. A man who, in the darkest hour of the 20th century, stood defiant against the Nazi threat. His leadership during World War II, his soaring rhetoric, and his unwavering belief in victory made him an icon of freedom and democracy. Churchill's life was a tapestry woven with threads of war and peace, triumph, and defeat. His journey took him from the privileged halls of Blenheim Palace to the trenches of the Western Front. He was a soldier, a journalist, a historian, an artist, and above all, a statesman of unparalleled vision and determination. This is the story of Winston Churchill, the man who stared down tyranny and rallied a nation to fight for its freedom, a story of courage, resilience, and the enduring power of the human spirit. Churchill's impact on the course of history is undeniable. His unwavering stance against Nazi Germany, his ability to inspire a nation facing seemingly insurmountable odds, and his pivotal role in shaping the post-war world, cemented his place as one of the most significant figures of the 20th century. His legacy is not without its complexities and contradictions. A staunch defender of the British Empire, Churchill's views on race and colonialism remain subjects of debate. Yet his unwavering commitment to democracy, his eloquence in articulating the values of freedom, and his sheer force of personality continue to resonate with people around the world. Churchill's life and legacy offer valuable lessons for our own time. His story reminds us of the importance of courage in the face of adversity, the power of words to inspire and unite, and the enduring relevance of the fight for freedom and democracy. Born in 1874, Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill entered a world of privilege and prestige. Descended from the Dukes of Marlborough, his family's lineage was steeped in British history and military glory. Yet, despite his aristocratic upbringing, young Winston's early years were marked by a strained relationship with his parents and a sense of being an outsider. His education at Harrow School did little to inspire academic enthusiasm. Churchill found solace in history and literature, developing a passion for words and storytelling that would later define his political career. His time at Harrow, though academically unremarkable, instilled in him a strong sense of duty and a belief in his own destiny. These formative years, though lacking in traditional academic success, shaped the young Churchill, fostering his independence, nurturing his love for language, and igniting a spark of ambition that would eventually propel him onto the world stage. Eager to prove himself and escape the confines of his privileged upbringing, Churchill embarked on a military career. He joined the British Army, serving in India, Sudan, and South Africa. These experiences exposed him to the realities of war, the diversity of the British Empire, and the complexities of colonial rule. It was during the Boer War in South Africa that Churchill gained recognition for his bravery and resourcefulness. Captured by the Boers, he staged a daring escape, becoming a national hero overnight. His wartime experiences provided him with first-hand knowledge of military strategy, leadership under pressure, and the human cost of conflict. Churchill's military service, though brief, left an indelible mark on him. It honed his leadership skills, deepened his understanding of the world, and provided him with a wealth of experiences that would later inform his political decisions. Section 5. The Rise of a Statesman, Entering the Political Arena. Driven by a sense of purpose and a desire to serve his country, Churchill entered politics in 1900, winning a seat in Parliament at the age of 26. His early political career was marked by a rapid ascent through the ranks of government, holding a series of ministerial positions in the Liberal government. As president of the Board of Trade, he championed social reforms, advocating for workers' rights and unemployment insurance. His progressive stance on social issues, however, put him at odds with some members of his own party, foreshadowing his later political transitions. Churchill's early political career showcased his intellect, his ability to master complex policy issues, and his growing confidence on the national stage. His rise through the ranks of government, however, was not without its challenges, as his independent spirit and willingness to challenge the status quo often ruffled feathers within his own party. Section 6. The Wilderness Years. A voice of warning, ignored. The 1930s proved to be a turbulent period for Churchill. His warnings about the growing threat of Nazi Germany fell on deaf ears. His opposition to Indian independence further alienated him from the political mainstream. Sidelined and often ridiculed, Churchill found himself increasingly isolated, his political career seemingly in decline. Despite the setbacks, Churchill refused to be silenced. He continued to speak out against the appeasement policies of the Chamberlain government, warning of the dire consequences of inaction. His unwavering stance against Nazi aggression, though unpopular at the time, demonstrated his foresight and his unwavering commitment to principle over political expediency. The wilderness years, as they came to be known, were a time of personal and professional adversity for Churchill. Yet, they also revealed his resilience, his unwavering moral compass, and his ability to stand alone when his convictions demanded it. Section 7. The Gathering Storm, Churchill's Finest Hour. The outbreak of World War II in 1939 marked a turning point in Churchill's life and legacy. With the world once again engulfed in conflict, his warnings about the Nazi threat rang tragically true. Appointed First Lord of the Admiralty, he brought his trademark energy and determination to the role, rallying the Royal Navy to meet the German challenge. Following Neville Chamberlain's resignation in May 1940, Churchill assumed the mantle of Prime Minister. Facing a desperate situation, with the German army poised to conquer France, he offered his nation nothing but blood, toil, tears, and sweat. His words, imbued with a sense of urgency and resolve, galvanized the British people. Churchill's assumption of the premiership marked the beginning of his finest hour. His leadership, his eloquence, and his unwavering belief in victory would prove crucial in rallying his nation and the free world against the forces of tyranny. Section 8. Leading a nation at war defiance against tyranny. As Prime Minister, Churchill embodied British defiance. His speeches rallied a nation facing its darkest hour. He forged a vital alliance with U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt. From the Battle of Britain to the D-Day landings, Churchill's leadership turned the tide of the war. He inspired confidence, even against insurmountable odds. His unwavering commitment ensured his place as a great wartime leader. Section 9. The Post-War World, Shaping a New Order. With the defeat of Nazi Germany in 1945, Churchill turned his attention to shaping the post-war world. He played a key role in the founding of the United Nations, hoping to create a lasting peace and prevent future conflicts. However, the dawn of the Cold War brought new challenges and anxieties. Despite his wartime alliance with the Soviet Union, Churchill harbored deep suspicions of Soviet intentions. His famous Iron Curtain speech, delivered in 1946, warned of the growing Soviet threat to Eastern Europe and called for vigilance in the face of communist expansionism. Churchill's post-war career was marked by a mixture of triumph and disappointment. He regained the premiership in 1951, but suffered a stroke in 1953, which ultimately led to his retirement in 1955. Despite his declining health, he remained a respected elder statesman, his voice still carrying weight on the world stage. Section 10. The Final Chapter, A Life Well Lived. Winston Churchill died on January 24, 1965 at the age of 90. He was accorded a state funeral, a testament to his status as a national hero. Millions mourned the passing of a man who led his nation through its darkest hour. Churchill's legacy continued to inspire generations. His courage, eloquence, and belief in freedom served as an enduring example. Churchill's final chapter was a reminder that even the greatest lives must end. Section 11. Churchill's Enduring Legacy, an Inspiration for the Ages. Winston Churchill's legacy continues to shape our world today. His words and actions serve as a reminder that one person can make a difference, that courage and determination can triumph over adversity, and that the fight for freedom and democracy is a timeless and universal struggle. His speeches continue to inspire, his writings continue to inform, and his life continues to offer valuable lessons in leadership, resilience, and the importance of standing up for what is right, even when it is difficult. Churchill's legacy is a testament to the power of the human spirit to overcome even the most daunting challenges. As we navigate the complexities of the 21st century, Churchill's example serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration. His story reminds us that even in our darkest hours, we have the power to choose courage over fear, hope over despair, and that the fight for freedom and democracy is a fight worth fighting, no matter the odds.